Hey, Bleedbigblue, Tim from the podcast. Just wanted to come talk to you guys. It's that time of the week where, I review the game. I'm a little late this week. I had some stuff to do, but I really want to look into this game because I definitely saw some positives. I know that we lost to the Patriots, and that sucks always. But if you got to take some positives from that game, because we really had no business really being in that game with all the injuries we had going in. But, let's get into it. Let me give you my list of glory, because we started out positive at Bleedbigblue. Number 1. I'm going to have to go with my man, with his second game back, playing for us, Golden Tate. 6 catches, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. That's pretty solid. Especially when he was really the only threat on our offense. And you know how Belichick likes to take away at least one thing on your offense. I'm very surprised he didn't put all his pressure and try to take Golden Tate away. And maybe he did. Golden Tate still was getting open. Still, caught a bomb for a touchdown. And it's pretty impressive. I can't wait to see when he actually gets to play with everybody else and he's not the number 1 threat. Because as much as I like Golden Tate, he's not our number 1 wide receiver, but he's a really good wide receiver. So I want to give props to you, Golden Tate. Second game as a Giant in the regulars as far as this season goes, and he had a pretty solid game. So welcome to the list of glory. Number 2 on the list of glory is not only did he have, a big play in this game, but he's really been pretty solid almost all season. You maybe figured out, I'm talking about Marcus Golden.
You just made the list.
This guy has had at least half a sack recorded for 5 straight games. And obviously he had the fumble recovery for a touchdown, which is pretty awesome, especially, we needed it. We needed everybody to help us. Everybody step it up against the Patriots if we were ever going to even have a shot at that game. And he made me feel like we really had a really good shot, by that play. But Marcus Golden, you've been playing awesome this season. Honestly, I hope we bring you back, because I know you're on a 1-year deal. Hopefully you don't want too much money. But keep playing the way you're playing, because you actually give us a pass rush. And I think you're starting to rub off on these younger players. So that's a good thing. So props to you, Marcus Golden, for making the list of glory. Number 3. There's a few people I was thinking about doing. But I'm going to give this man his props. Janoris Jenkins, what are you on? 3 straight games with at least an interception. So you're back on the list of glory. He had an interception. He brought it back for 62 yards early in the game. And God knows it was a phantom unnecessary roughness call. And, you probably should have led to a score on that. But, hey, that's not your fault. You had good play. You picked off Tom Brady. So I got to give you props for that. And any turnovers that we can get on defense, that's what I like to see. And honestly, Janoris, I really think we're going to try to trade you at the trade deadline, because this will be your last year with us, and let's try to get some assets for you. And right now, you're boosting up your, your value with the way you're playing right now. So keep doing what you're doing, so we can get even more for you. I appreciate your service to the Giants. So props to you, Janoris. Welcome to the list of glory. Now, the list of shame, you know what? It was tough this week. The main reason being is really because of all those injuries we had really no business being in this game. So it was kind of tough to, blame guys for not playing well. But I definitely found some. and I'm going to tell you who they are. And I'm sure you're going to get mad at me for one of them, and I'm sure you're going to know who it is. But first, we're going to go with my boy that I keep putting on a list of shame. John Hillman. 11 carries, 38 yards, and you lost a fumble. The 38 yards, I can deal with. I know that New England's a tough defense, but you lost a fumble. And it's not like this is your first one. And it made... You keep getting opportunities, and you blew it, man. I don't think if you're going to make it in the NFL, it's not going to be with the Giants, because you just got cut. Obviously, because I'm doing this a little bit later, so you've been cut already. So obviously they're not happy with it. I'm sorry, John, but you made the list of shame, and you got really the list of shame by getting cut. Number 2. This one made me mad because, honestly, our special teams has been, really on the come up, being one of the better special teams in the league since really Gettleman's started to take over this team. But it's got vastly improved every season, including this one. And this is really the one faux pas, I would say, that we've had really this year on special teams. Nate Stuper. You got pushed all the way back in your punt blocking to get a punt in the back of the head, which obviously ended up turning into a score for New England. Now, not only I wasn't really happy with your tackling when you were on the field, but that really put me over the top. And the fact that you got blocked in to the punter is really unacceptable. I don't know what you're gonna get manhandled like that. You're a big man. Take care of yourself. It wasn't that kind of dude that pushed you back that far. So shame on you, Nate Stuper, because you made my list of shame. Not only did you make the list of shame, but just like our last list of shame candidate, you also got cut as well. We need other people, and honestly, we don't got time for people that are special teams players that aren't playing well. So, sorry, and hope you find another job. Number 3, I gotta put him on it. I don't know necessarily he deserves it, but I think he sort of does. Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes. Love the way you play. You give me hope every week. But 15 for 31, 161 yards passing, one pretty touchdown, so I'll give you that. But my biggest problem is 3 interceptions. You got to play, safer with the ball, and you know that. And I know you're young, and this is the first time you played the Patriots. And I'm not really overly pissed off about your play, but there was no way you could throw 3 interceptions, and I'm not going to put you on the list of shame. And that's where I go with that. And I know I'm going to get hell for that one. I'm sure you guys got a problem with it. But that is definitely that's my list, guys, and that's where we're going from there. Now, I do want to not give a shout out, but I do want to talk about the reffing, which I was going to put on the list of shame. But obviously, I don't want to make that excuse because we would have lost the game anyway. But there were some horrible calls in that game. The unnecessary roughness call, the pass interference not getting called, the fumble, the Edelman absolutely got stripped and fumbled. I don't know how that wasn't a fumble and not just an incomplete pass. I had really problems with the reffing in that game. And of course it was the Patriots, and that's what happens. But hey guys, it was a rough game, but we got Arizona coming up this week. I think it's going to be a lot better game. I want to see where we're at. It's going to be a tough game because they're all going to be tough games. We're a young team. But I'm going to be watching. I want to hear what you guys hear about the lists or think about the lists. Hey, tell me who would you switch out and who would you put on your lists. Also, let's kick some Arizona ass. All right? 'Cause I bleed big blue always.